Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Dusting Killers 420 is now live. Streaming Madden NFL 25. Welcome to my live stream. Stay enjoy the show. Crazy moment.
They'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Oh, they're changing this at the line. On 4th down, Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Penix working out of the gun here. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 21. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Penix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read. and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Looking to throw, Penix. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll throw with Penix. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now an audible here into something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot.
Bogus.
And they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on
I'll
downs.
get it back. I'll get it back.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run. This is Williams.
And he got it. And he got it.
Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Woo!
And a good return, able to get out across the
There's only
35
2
to
times
the
I ever made it to the
36.
end zone like that, bro. Gotta get warmed
The
up.
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh, if that guy wasn't right there, boy.
To the 30. A
Yeah.
very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Ooh, took out my legs.
This offense finding its legs now.
So I was
Here's another
Warzone, bro.
1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
Oh
And
my
this will be
Jesus!
incomplete.
It tells me what to
Physical
press, and
play
I'm
on the
pressing it.
football there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Penix to the air once more. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On the bootleg, it's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Robinson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Penix escapes this, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's into space past the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Is this what we're going to be doing, bro?
Well, Brandon,
intercepting after interception?
This one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. This 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We
I don't know.
aside. This is the
I
NFL.
have no idea, bro.
On EA Sports.
Now you want to
Welcome
talk
back.
the whole
Halftime
time, bro?
over. We are ready for
What was
quarter
he doing?
number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
All right, touchdown right here, bro.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little
Oh,
momentum.
I didn't know that was a running.
You're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first
I didn't know that was a run
half,
play.
most of
What
their
the
focus
fuck?
was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of
This
yardage. So I would think that at
fucking
halftime,
played,
they're going to
bro.
anticipate that defense
was
loosening
not
up a little
supposed
bit
to
to try
run.
and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Steps away to his left.
Oh,
Oh, my
no.
gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To the air, Penix on the move to his left.
You blocked it. You've got to be kidding me. You blocked it.
Defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 2nd down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. That is caught and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Stafford.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
The end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, a 5-yard touchdown.
You might win this one.
As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Yeah, because I'm not even warmed up, bro.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club
to
try and pick themselves back up.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts.
Oh, my Jesus.
Incomplete.
That was a
perfect. Dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. Oh, he put it on the
no, I did not press that button.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
It said, I know, but it said juke, so that's what I pressed.
It can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
I just gave you the fucking ball by pressing the wrong fucking button.
It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first.
I had that ball, bro.
This is 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
When
that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They snap it to Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back.
I just said it.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
They'll hand it off now. Williams looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Sweating, bro.
Puka Nacua with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
All right, I got to pull old tricks.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Penix.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, Pitt. Better go to that right. I see those 3 guys over there.
They'll throw with Penix.
And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kadero Hodge, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw again is Penix.
Being chased out left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take
I knew I wasn't
possession
going to
on a
make that field
turnover
goal.
on downs.
I was going to go ahead and call it, partner.
Nah.
You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big.
Watch.
They had
I'm going to get the ball back.
No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
This is just a warm-up match.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Got to get that PUBG out my system.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
From the 48-yard
Well,
line,
I was
here's
kind
the
of
2nd down and 9.
hungover when I was playing that game.
To throw
My
is Stafford.
ADHD and shit.
Throw left
Right?
side is complete.
Well, I got
on
a
the
meeting
diving
after school,
effort.
so I
And
can't
that's
get
going to be
phone.
good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
I'd have to say that
I got
whenever
a
you
meeting
see
after school
a
to
good
do,
post
so-
route run, they do
Then I got
not
another
like to let it
thing to
in
do the
without
next
the
day
catch.
after that.
Hence, that
pretty
great
tight.
diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it.
Right now,
He got it.
it's 6:41.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee.
And he is going to have the Rams first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope
You
here.
said touchdown. You said touchdown.
Goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does,
I'll give you that
then they
fat
get a
guy
chance to
right
back
there,
out on
bro.
the
He's
field and
keeping
try
up
to
with
do
me,
it
bro.
again.
That's crazy.
Maybe they can force that
I don't know
offense
what
into more
you
and more
fucking
mistakes
put on your
and give
shoes,
them a
bro.
chance to
You
get
use
back
like
into
turbo.
this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he hung
Yeah!
but just short. Finally
Let's
out of
go.
bounds, right down around the goal
Let's
line.
go, bro.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Koo now for the point after.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
No, that was a screw up.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
23 yards the pickup there.
Yep.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
Nah, you ain't playing that. You are not playing that. You are not playing that.
Out.
I got you.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
You thought you was slick. Nah, you thought you was slick.
Now 2nd and 9.
The busy night continues for Williams.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third
I didn't
down,
let me
and
get
you'd
to
have
click
to
my play.
think
What
we'd
the
see
fuck?
a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Out of the gun, Stafford. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
Yep.
And he'll be stopped well
Hey, this
short.
is just a warm-up.
2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. On 4th down, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
No!
Too far in front, he couldn't reel
He's supposed to cut that.
Incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Penix working out of the gun here.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's taken down inside the 30.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix.
No, you did not just pick 6
and that should do it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout.
And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. On the bootleg, it's Penix.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
You're nailing it, ain't you? You ain't got to score.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
You ain't going to score.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Stafford going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
You ain't going to score this one.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to
all
the
those opportunities that I had
ball
to score, and then I fucked
is
up.
now officially over.
But we got this.
So it's the Rams here that take home the W. And this one, Charles, too much Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes.
Smack
and he was
who?
instrumental in earning this victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. James Bradbury up from the secondary for that tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 46. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
From the gun, a run for Henry. He's got to gain a 6 there. Darius Slay with the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense. That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. That's taken in by Henry. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Buying some time right. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's another carry for Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. That's caught beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Working quickly here. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's on the move. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
It is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
All set up now for 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Rolling out to his left. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw, Hurts. Getting out to his left. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Running left, this is Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 15. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning in from the 16. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
On 1st down, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Catch is made in close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That's completed right side. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Man in motion here. They just get the play off. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over after the interception.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Escapes the pocket. That's intercepted near the sideline. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
From the gun, Jackson. Bales trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover. And he's out of bounds just before the sticks, Brock. And they're going to turn it over on downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Flush down out to his left. He's running for it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lamar off the play fake. Buying some time. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Trying again, following the sack. That one's incomplete over the middle. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense up to the line fast. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Jackson throwing for it. And the 2-point try is good. He reaches the end zone and gives them a 5-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles beginning their drive here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So 2nd down coming up. Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Offense going for it here, 4th and 5.
Hey, Silver. Tiger swamp.
On 4th down, Hurts getting out to his left. Ooh, he's calling his own number again. The ball is out, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing on the run, deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brandon Stevens has it. Dukes out of one stop. And the Ravens are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2. They'll try to run it in. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown. And then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his back complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Darius Slay with the stop. Working quickly here. From the 40 on 2nd down. Into the hands of Likely. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Taken in by Likely. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now Jackson off the play action. This finds Likely. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Henry on 2nd. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. Henry takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Ravens gonna give it another go, trying for 2. He's throwing for it! And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. Thrown on the run, deep down that left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards them, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson now on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Starting from the 5. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes out to the left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
63.
He's back to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Play fake, Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Henry on the option. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Working quickly here. On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he gets in, touchdown! The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot. But on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And, yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Another 2-point try coming for the Ravens. They go play fake with Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Diving right side. Got it. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. On the move, headed right. He calls his own number, bouncing football. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
Hurts now from the gun. Flush down out to his left. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He's on the move. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Lamar off the play fake. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles trim the deficit down to 5. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Hardy on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. Connects with Bateman. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Getting out to his left. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left side.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Play action now with Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Pistol snap to Jackson. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So they're left with 4th down here.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. from the 33 on second down. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Another run for Henry. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Fullback dive up the gut. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. Offense up to the line fast. They've got a man in motion. Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. A tight end in motion now. On first and 10, it's Henry. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Running once more with Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Ravens with a 5-point lead. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw it. He's got it near the 10. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Tucker on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Hurts setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. A bit of desperation. He's got it deep downfield. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the fourth. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game.
Hey, you did a dirty-ass play when you kicked it far, bro. Deep zone, bro.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
You did a dirty play, bro.
One of the tight ends in motion left.
Far distant, bro. We was playing good. We was playing good. That was not regular, bro. Deep pass, bro, where I couldn't catch the ball.
Here's a give for Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, it's part of the play,
in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
And plus, you won anyway,
and
bro.
10. Can this offense get it done? He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They run it with King Henry. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. The Ravens in victory formation and content to just knee this one out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.